I'm Tink Hence with the St. Louis Cardinals, and you're watching the Step Up Podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Step Up Podcast. It's your host, Nelly. I got home team, Allie.
What's going on?
And I got one of the homies with me, Tink Hence. Talk to them, Tink.
Yo, how we doing? It's Tink.
Hey. So, Tink, made it to the 40-man roster. Let's get into you from Arkansas. Start from the beginning, man. What travel ball team you came from?
Really a lot of them. I say the one that that was really the last piece of the journey was the Arkansas Sticks.
Rooster.
From 10th grade through on out of there, I feel like they put me in some positions to go show off my talents at the highest level against the best teams, and they put me in this position for sure.
No, that's fire, man.
Did you play other sports before that, like growing up?
A little bit of football. My dad was he didn't want me to get hurt, so I kind of faded away from that, but I liked the basketball pretty good, so I played that through 9th grade, and I think it was one game. Somebody rolled onto my knee, and I didn't get hurt, but I was like, it's the last year for sure. So
it's always baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Which is dope. So talk to me, draft year. How'd that feel, man? Sitting home, you throw a draft party. Talk to me about it. Arkansas boy, that's crazy.
Well, it's crazy. We had a little, not necessarily a party, because we didn't know what day I was gonna go. So end up second day of the draft, we throw just a get together really at my grandma's with some friends that I grew up with playing ball. So just really relaxing, typical day. Well, not typical day, but just feel like a typical day. But
how was it feeling? Like, if you had to just describe the emotions, what was going through your head that day?
See, I can't even really explain. I'm gonna get into it, but my guy Mason, we was on the same travel team. He got drafted 54th pick, so I was on the phone with him, kind of congratulating him, and I'm just watching the draft. Ain't nobody called yet. Yeah. Some teams called, but nobody saying, okay, we're gonna pick you. So just kind of watching the TV, and I see the Cardinals getting the pick again, so I'm like, that'll be crazy. I get picked to the same team as my friend. So I'm just watching the TV, and I hear right-hand pitcher from Palm Bluff, Arkansas, and I couldn't even really speak, to be honest. I was just silent. My mama was there videoing. She was like, be happy, but I was just really in shock, to be honest, to hear my name. But I know usually you get a call, but it wasn't no call. I was just watching.
That's crazy. Usually you do. You're in a room negotiating full slots or whatnot, which is crazy. So you just got the pop-up. You got the real version.
Yeah.
That's so surreal.
Yeah, that's old school right there. That's pretty awesome.
Straight, almost in shock, but I was happy to finally get the opportunity. I know my parents and everybody else was very excited, and it just made everybody proud, and that was all I wanted to do since I started playing. So.
What
dope.
year was that?
2020.
Okay.
He was Elijah Green.
And now the 40-man. That's great.
40-man now, right? So talk to me, minor leagues. Tell me about your adventure real quick. What was the hardest one right now, level? Now you're at the top, but what's the hardest?
I think Double A was pretty different. I would start play high A, low A, rookie ball, but Double A was the level. And I wouldn't necessarily say the most difficult, but this is where you have to have the most confidence and really trust your abilities. I feel like you get there to a higher level, you'll kind of try to figure out how to get these people out, but in reality, you just go compete with what you got and just attack them. They just normal people just like us, so just really I had to get over a spike in my confidence. I had to get back to feeling like that I'm that person when I'm on the mound, like I always do, and just enjoy the game.
Mm-hmm.
What helped you get that mindset, or helped you get to that position? Did you have someone in your corner, or you got to do it yourself?
My dad for sure, and I give some credit to my older brothers too, because my dad was hard on us growing up. So just because they 3 years older than me, so I'm hearing them get the talks, and I just when I get there, when I start to get those talks, I just want to be able to handle it and just accept the criticism and just accept whatever he said. Just go get better. Don't complain. And I think that really set me up nice, especially when you get into pro ball and you're around older guys and these coaches coming over, they got families. It's not the same as when you're younger. The person you're playing with, his dad might be the coach, my dad might be the coach. So just getting into that different environment and I just seen all the tactics just go to work, just playing out in my story. So
For sure.
That's awesome. I mean, and obviously you've made some noise in the minor leagues and in the league itself. Talk to me about the game. 13 strikeouts, man. How did that feel? That's got to be outrageous. Is that the most you've ever had?
Probably not in my life, but since I got into pro ball, it has. And I mean,
Insane.
it was crazy game. The game got delayed maybe 2 hours.
Damn.
So we sitting around. They're like, we probably gonna play this game because with the team and the tickets and the money and things. So they try to get in games if they can. If we could wait, they more than likely try to get in. So I'm thinking like maybe it do get canceled. I just throw tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah.
Something just told me just relax and then just be ready for whatever. So just kind of sitting there waiting, and they said game on. So I had about an hour to get loose and go out. We go out. It's rain, slippery, 9:30, whatever, and there's still fans out there. So just even going out there, it's a dark game. Usually I pitch daylight and then it kind of fade into dark time, but this was like my first game really under the lights, and I feel like something just clicked.
You're in the zone.
And it's really funny because we wore the Oat Milkers jersey. It's like a special jersey that they made every team wear throughout the year. So a lot of people making fun of the little hat, curve bill, kind of like, who want to wear this? But I made a joke probably like 3 days before, like I probably mess around and get 13 Ks pitching in this jersey.
So you spoke that.
I feel like I did. Even like a couple guys heard me and they were like, Tink, you said you're going to get 13 Ks. So I just feel like I went out and did my thing, and I just took care of everything I had to, especially on a night like that.
Is that one of your best moments right now in pro ball, or do you have something better than that?
My best moment, I'd probably say my best moment was where I was like the most like happiest was like it was my first time in AA. I think it's a Sunday. We down like eight runs going into the last inning. I think we get like 1 out, maybe 2. We like, Sunday, early game, everybody ready to get out. So we get like a little hit, walk, maybe an error. Before you know it, it's bases loaded. We scoring like 2 runs, somebody get a hit, and we come all the way back to win the game down 9 in the last inning. And like that game eventually helped us qualify for the playoffs that season, because the last game it came down to like 1 game. So just being there and being tired, and then just really embracing and enjoying the game and just experiencing something like that where you come back, everybody ready to go. I mean, it's just 1 game, what you think, but it ended up turning out to be a big change in the season.
That's awesome that it affected a lot.
Yeah.
What was like the biggest difference for you just in caliber from making the jump like single A, double A type ball to where you're at now? Do you notice some that's like your teammates or the players, like what's something that you think just sets kind of those people apart? If you would, it's real close and few steps between, but what's something you think that sets people apart that are playing pro ball?
Really just the work that they put in, the way they go about their day. Like, just say we supposed to be here at a certain time, just making sure you're on time and doing the little things and not really just getting carried away. A lot of people could get there, may see their friend and want to play, but I'm the type of guy, I mean, we're all friends, and I got some that's closer than others, but we always just keep it as like, we'll make a joke or something, but just we all just mentally really kind of locked into, we just want to go out and perform and take care of our family. So it's good to slowly move up. There's more older guys you might could learn something from, and then just the experiences, like the umpires a little different. It's just a whole lot. It's like more professional. You can see as you go up, the fans, the stadiums. It's just it's leveling up each time that I went on.
So tell me about one player. Like, every player has a guy that they become homies with that helps them out through their career. Have you met someone in your organization yet on the Cardinals? It's like you go and you're like, damn, I get what he's saying. He looks out for me.
It's really tough. I ran into a guy we had in the big league team last year. His name was Keenan Middleton. He didn't get the pitch with us, but he rehabbed, and I spent spring training with him. And that was one of the guys that came in off the bat, like into spring training, and just kind of looked out for me and kind of took me under his wing and gave me some games to really help, like, get through a season or go trust this and don't worry less. So I give a big props to him. I mean, he was here for us 1 year. We didn't end up resigning him, but I mean, he looked at me first day, second day I met him. He already just kind of treated me like a little brother. So I could never forget that, and just respect, just so when I eventually do what I'm supposed to do and get my name, that I could eventually look out for the guys that's coming up.
To pour right back out to someone else.
Yeah, boom. What's some advice you could give to young guys out there? Obviously, you went through the perfect game circuit. You played on travel ball teams, and now you're living your dream. Right, what is some advice that helped you through, that journey that you can pass that along?
Really just understand there's gonna be sacrifices on the journey. Like, as we kids, it's fun. I mean, when I came through, I was traveling away from my parents since 12, 13, just going either driving with the coach or riding with one of my teammates with his family. And I mean, it took a lot of people to help me out. Even my dad and mom and family did everything they could, but it still took like some extra help from people that fell in love with me, my family, to really push us there. So I feel like just always be respectful, always enjoy each day you can, have fun, and just make sure you stay clean. So you never know who might have to look out for you or who you might need. So I feel like that's the thing that took me as far as I can. Even though I had talent, I was always like a pretty nice, chill guy. Probably never really say too much, but just I always enjoyed being on the field, and I never like rubbed nobody the wrong way. So I feel like they kind of took me a little farther, and then just the blessings came in. So just stay blessed for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Seemed like you grew up in a good foundation at home and stuff like that. You guys worked hard. Your dad didn't play games, and then paid off with you. And you're obviously easy to talk to, easy to go around. You're definitely quiet. I got to twist your arm to say things, which is fine. It's cool. And you're. I can tell you're gonna be easy, Mark. But I've been preaching to my partners that it's gonna be a big year for you. I think you can make some noise this year. What's one of your goals going into the big leagues right now? What is something like, if I hit this, it's amazing?
Man, it's kind of hard to say. I know a lot of times I always kind of, you got to have goals, even if they're goals you don't think you can reach. But I mean, you got to be really focused and things got to work out the right way. You got to stay healthy and stuff. But I mean, my goal really is just getting up there and just being me, showing the world, our fans. I mean, they've been watching me come through the system for the last 2-3 years. First year, come through, didn't really do much. Second year, the whole org know my name. So just kind of starting from there, nobody really knowing, and then just building up and growing like your name and seeing how much they appreciate you. So I'm just trying to work as hard as I can to go out, be healthy. I want a full healthy season, 100+ innings, and I just want to show everybody what I could do. I feel like if I stay healthy, I can take care of everything else I need to, really.
Yeah, right. You're the motor, right? You got to take care of that motor and keep it going. I think that's awesome, man. I'm excited to see you. I'm excited that I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan. I can't wait to call Brewster and be like, I'm gonna cop this man's jersey. Rock the jersey, put on the wall. I think that's cool.
Who was as a kid like a player that you looked up to?
See, I really never really just looked up to players, but I could recall like watching Redondo Ventura with the Royals. Like I was always the smallest guy. I didn't really grow till I graduated, but like just the way he went out and competed, like just nonchalant. Like a lot of people say, I'm kind of like a silent assassin because I don't say much, but I get on the mound and it's like a whole different person. So it's like just seeing his demeanor. He never really let anything get to him. He just was on that pitch and called a ball that was call a strike, that was call a ball, call a
you good?
Call a pitch that was a strike, a ball. Like he
wasn't like freaking out.
He just next pitch, and that's kind of what I carry on today. Cause it's gonna be times that might give you extra calls a day, but you can't expect that like the whole time. So just not letting nothing stop me from getting where I wanted to go. Just adapting and just really surviving, especially on this road to the show. it ain't easy. I'm around people that's older than me on their way out, and I'm slowly coming up. And I mean, I ain't gonna be young forever, so just kind of really that, just knowing that I gotta keep stepping each year. I gotta slowly improve, and as long as I can do that, I mean, it's not too much. You can
Up
stop.
from here, up from there.
Nah, that's pretty dope, man. You got it all figured out. I'm excited. So, I mean, I think that's good. I think we got enough here. So, I appreciate you showing up, man. It's your host, Nelly in the building, Step Up Pod. I got my co host.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, bro. That's a good one.